All right. Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and in today's video, we're talking about Season 15. What weapons should you chase for? What are the most tantalizing weapons? The god rolls that you absolutely are going to need. What weapons are going to shift and shake up the meta? And the Judgment is absolutely one of them. And here's why. I'm going to cover this in this video. This is a Trials of the Nine weapon from Year 1 Destiny 2 Trials of the Nine, and it has come back. It is reprised. It is currently available in the Prophecy Dungeon. Now, at the time I'm making this, it might be bugged for you, so keep that in mind. But hopefully Bungie will fix the loot soon, and you'll be able to get this weapon to drop for you. Now, let's go ahead and look at the rolls on this weapon and why this is such an amazing weapon. All right, first off, in the current meta right now, the current sandbox, or at least just before Season 15, it was 140 RPM hand cannons ruling the Crucible, ruling PvP, ruling Trials of Osiris. And so here we are again with another 140 RPM hand cannon. Not a whole ton has changed necessarily in the sandbox, in that I think that 140s aren't going to be the meta this season. I think they will continue to be the meta. And if they are, this will certainly be one of the best weapons available with the perks it has on it. It has some of the newer perks. We've got Ensemble, improved handling and reload speed when allies are nearby. Encore Precision Final Blows grant a stacking range bonus to this weapon. Non-precision Final Blows remove range stacks, but grant bonus accuracy and stability when all range stacks have been removed. Very interesting perk there. Demolitionist. Basically get grenade energy, and activating your grenade ability reloads this weapon from reserves. Tunnel vision, reloading after defeating a target greatly increases target acquisition. Moving target, increased movement speed and target acquisition when while moving and aiming down sights. And then slide shot, one of my favorite perks. Now, Bungie did just recently do a nerf to sliding, so keep that in mind, that using slide shot in this weapon while you're in a gunfight may not be as advantageous as it has been in the past. We got Adagio here. Adagio, hopefully I'm saying that right. After defeating a target, this weapon fires, charges, or draws more slowly and deals increased damage for a brief time. Time payload, projectiles attached to enemies explode after a short delay. Adrenaline Junkie, grenade, final blows grant bonus damage and handling for short duration. Multi-kill clip, reloading grants increased damage based on the number of rapid hits. And Osmosis, using your grenade ability, changes this weapon's damage type to match your subclass until you stow it, and opening shot, improved accuracy and range on the opening shot of attack. So out of all of these perks right here, before this season, slide shot and time payload would be, so good. So good. And I still think that even though the sliding aspect has been changed in Destiny, I think that was mostly focused towards shotgunning. And I don't think you're going to be sliding back and forth mid gunfight. You're mostly just sliding to get ammo after you've already won a gunfight, typically, or you're sliding and then strafing around a corner, or maybe even sliding into the gunfight, but you're not sliding during the gunfight. You get what I'm saying? So I think that slide shot and time payload will still be that S tier role, the role that people are looking for, that god role. However, I do want to give, an open opportunity for some of these new perks to take over, because sometimes Bungie introduced some of these new perks and they're absolutely insane. And some of them sound crazy, right? Like Adagio, like if this weapon could, 2-tap because of this, then obviously that would be like the it perk. But with 140s, it seems like they don't really 2-tap. No perks can give it a big enough damage boost, so you're not really looking for the 2-tap. And the reason why time payload is so good is because it flinches them the first time, and then the time payload also flinches them again. So essentially, like, they're jittering all up and down, right? It's terrible for the enemy, not for you, but because when they're flinching a ton, that means they're missing more shots. So a slide shot, time payload roll would be amazing. It'll be interesting to see what other perks we have here. Obviously, other than that, we can go with, range. We can go with reload if necessary. But obviously, if you're rocking slide shot, you don't need that reload. So keep that in mind. You're looking for good synergy between all these perks. And overall, I think that this slide shot time payload roll is going to be absolutely insane. And the nice part is, if you don't actually get this from Prophecy Dungeon, the annual skate is actually returned as well. And this can be acquired. I believe this is an open world drop for this one. Open legendary engrams and earn faction rank up packages. And this can also roll slide shot and time payload, and it is a 140 RPM, so keep that in mind. There's maybe two different options. Maybe the annual skate will be better than Judgment. I doubt it. I'm feeling like the Judgment's going to be the better option of the two, and I really do think that this is going to be one of, if not the it weapon for the season, especially for PvP purposes. I talked a little bit about the rocket launcher being the it weapon. That's it for PvE. This might be the it weapon for PvP. This might be the most used weapon. People, they like to try new things, and this is still within the meta, still within the previous sandbox meta, but something new, and I think that people will be pretty excited for it. Let me know if you're excited for it in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you want to stay up to date on all things Destiny 2. Smash the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.